Kevin McCarthy is the House Minority Leader and soon-to-be Speaker of the House. Did you catch any of this Cassidy testimony? What'd you think?
You know, I was working most of the day, so I saw it on Twitter and others. But an interesting thought. Remember who they hired to put this on? An ABC producer who, prior to being hired in 2019, I sent a letter to ABC because this is the same producer that had all the Epstein information but kept it out.
You're right.
And think of the similarities when you have Adam Schiff on this committee. Remember when he said, we have a whistleblower coming forward in the impeachment, and he didn't know who it was, and then later we found out the staff had met with him and coached him? Or remember when Adam Schiff changed the text on what Jim Jordan said? And remember this committee did the same thing to Jim Jordan? Or what about when he lied to the American public as chair of the Intel Committee, saying the Hunter Biden whole article was Russia collusion?
Right.
Or remember when he said he had proof about the Russia collusion and he put America through this? And then you also have another member on there, Raskin. Remember what he did? Between Trump being elected and before he's sworn in, he held a rally to say Trump needs to be impeached. This is just the continuation. They're obsessed with Trump, and this is all they want to do. But this hearsay would never be allowed in the court of law. And now you've got the agents. The agents have already testified to this committee, not once, but twice. And it's not just that. Remember when they put up, I saw yesterday, they put up a handwritten note, and they asked Cassidy, did you write this note? Yes, I did. Well, they told us prior, no, she didn't write the note. The attorney in the White House wrote that note. And he came out and said, yes, that's the case too. So Liz Cheney knew that because she already told us that and portrayed this to be something different yesterday.
So what are you guys going to do when you get in there after November, you're sworn in the next year? Are we going to follow up on this? I mean, did she perjure herself? Are you going to investigate how this all went down? And what else could you possibly subpoena out of this White House? You guys are going to run out of paper.
Look, we're already sending the letters out there on all sorts of things. Why did the Attorney General go after parents? Why don't we know where COVID actually originated from?
That's a good one.
So we have more than 500 letters because we're prepared. But you know what the very first thing we're going to do? We're going to lower the price of gasoline. We're going to make us energy independent. We're going to secure the border so our children won't be being killed by the fentanyl that's coming across it. Or there won't be another 51 people in the back of a trailer for human trafficking. We're going to make sure that parents have a Bill of Rights so they have a say in their kids' education. We're going to make our streets safe again. But at the same time, we're going to hold this administration accountable. And we're going to look into all of this that's happening because this is wrong. But we're not going to do what the Democrats did, right? Where they totally put a system where they don't let the minority ever appoint. They've never allowed that before. They'll be on the committee because they'll be appalled at what went on with this administration.
Good, because COVID killed 1 million Americans, and they're not even investigating it.
Nope.
They're investigating hearsay, and that has to stop.
We'll have late-night shows on how we end inflation, how we become energy independent, how we secure our border, how we end the crime, and we make the next century ours.
Speaking of late-night shows, when are we going to see the mugshots from the Colbert 7, the insurrectionists and the little puppet?
Now, look,
are we going to get some video of them trying to bash through the door?
You know the hard part is they showed on January 6th video from when in my office, but then the video of the other office in the hallway, they said they can't find it.
No, they can't find it.
They can't find the Colbert, but they could find the January 6th video.
They're never going to find it.
Yeah.
It's gone. Like Hillary's emails, just gone.
But you know what? The Capitol Police did a very good job that day. They were already kicked out in the afternoon, and then they got let back in. You know who let them back in? A former Schiff staff.
Of course. You know, he's got his fingerprints on everything, and they're filthy because we know what he likes.
But I'll promise you this. When I'm Speaker, he will not be on the Intel Committee anymore. And you know what else? Swalwell won't either. I don't know if this is a high bar, but if you have a relations with a Chinese spy, you shouldn't be allowed to be on the Intel Committee.
Bottom line.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.